जाओ थोड़ा साउंड कहाँ दिल्ली में रहते हो यू वांट इन इंग्लिश और हिंदी
So, and both the languages I'm comfortable. So, medium I have chosen as English, but Hindi में भी कोई issue नहीं है.
will like to have it in
Bilingual.
English only
Okay, sir.
so you are staying in Delhi now or you have come from Patna
So, currently I'm staying in Delhi.
currently for how long
For sir, last 2-3 years.
2-3 years
Yes, sir.
so preparing for UPSC also and this also okay so from where did you do your graduation in education
So, from Regional Institute of Education, Mysore.
Mysore
Yes, sir.
okay and which year was that
So, 2017.
2017
17. Yes, sir.
and since then
So, since then I am mostly preparing for civil services and also working as freelancer.
what kind of work
So, in making notes, content development in some of the online educational institutes.
on which area you like to make notes what is your specialization
So, actually, it is mostly related to UPSC.
UPSC current based or what? Current affairs? Current affairs. So you must be reading very minutely the daily
Yes, sir.
newspapers?
Yes, sir.
Have you read-
Especially the main specific topics.
Okay.
Yes,
Have you
sir.
read today's newspaper?
So, today I have not read.
You have not. You read in
But I'm aware of the current scenario, whichever current news which is going on.
Chemistry Nobel has been announced. Do you have any idea?
Yes, sir. I am unable to recall the names, but it is in the field of quantum dots.
Quantum dots. Very good. So any idea what is a quantum dot?
Generally, it refers to the phenomena where the size of the particle determines its properties, and it is having a wide application in the field of nanotechnology.
Not only nanotechnology, various applications are there. In computers also, yeah. Anyway, you seem to be familiar with that. All right. You belong to Bihar only?
Yes, sir.
Which place?
So, Gaya.
Gaya.
Yes, sir.
And you have spent some time in Gaya?
Yes, sir. Mostly during the summer vacations.
No, schooling was not in Gaya.
No, sir.
Where?
Sir, Kendra Vidyalaya, multiple states, because my father is in Indian Air Force.
Indian Air Force.
Yes, sir.
Oh, lovely. Still working?
Yes, sir.
Mysore is famous for a very famous Hindi institute. You have done education. Did you get a chance to understand there is a very big Hindi institute in Mysore?
So I have not visited any other institute when I was in Mysore because that was a residential college.
No, it's fine. But have you gone around Mysore?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with?
Yes, sir.
So suppose I go to Mysore and you are there to receive me. Which places you will take me to? In
So Mysore Dashera, Mysore Palace, especially that one is the one which is famous, and people around the world come to especially during Dashera. Yes.
Have you seen the palace very closely?
Yes, sir. Long back.
Which dynasty built it? Of
Sir, sir, I'm unable to recall.
Wadiyar?
Yes, I guess Wadiyar or
You don't have to guess, it was Wadiyar only. It was Wadiyar dynasty and all that. What impressed you most when you visited the palace?
So especially the intricacies, the carvings, especially the roof carvings which were done, very minute details were there.
Have you attended the Dasara functions there?
Yes, sir.
How is different from the Dasara that we celebrate in North India? It's not the same Dasara.
Actually, the Mysore Palace, it is being lightened throughout the day, and that is a most spectacular view to watch during Dashera.
Okay.
And along with that, in fact, the whole city, even the trees are decorated with LED lights.
You are right. They don't have the same rituals that we have about Durga and all that. In Dasara, there's a different connotation. Or they also worship Durga as we do.
So, at many places, I have seen Durga Ma is also being worshipped. But mostly the festival scenes I have seen.
All right. In BSc education, what were the subject that you did?
So, chemistry, what is zoology?
BSc ED means what? Education?
Sir, it is an integrated course of BSc and B.Ed, 4-year course.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. B.Ed was combined. So,
Yes.
So you done physics, chemistry and?
Physics, chemistry and zoology.
And zoology. All right. Which one you like most among these three?
Chemistry, so actually it is CBZ, chemistry, botany and zoology. So,
Chemistry like.
all the subjects I have studied, but more of the interest is toward the biological subjects.
I'm not getting you. Shall I ask you on chemistry, physics or zoology, all the three?
No, sir. Zoology and botany.
Zoology and botany also?
Biological. Zoology mostly.
Give me some background of Botanical Survey of India. When was it built, where it is and what does it do?
So, Botanical Survey of India was built during the time of Britishers. The main purpose of this institute is to preserve and collect the various vegetations which is present in India. So, it has been preserving it through pasting the leaves of these plants and even preserving the seeds.
Okay, fine. What is the concept of invasive species?
So, invasive species are generally alien species which are not native species of a particular region and have immensely grown in population.
Are they good or bad?
So, mostly they are bad because they take up the nutrition of other vegetation around.
Name some invasive species in Delhi. Just a few if you can recall.
So, crow has become one of the invasive species because it has green and pigeons as well. You see in quite lot number.
All right.
So you have also studied this anthropology as an optional subject. What differentiates anthropology from ethnography?
So, ethnography.
Ethnography is mostly the study of ethnic groups, whereas ethnography is one of the sub-part of anthropology.
So both of them deal with human beings. Huh? So, and it deals with human beings as a resource.
No, sir. Ethnography mostly deals with the ethnic basis, that is the racial basis of human beings, and it is studied under anthropology. Yes, sir. Though there is a specialization in that branch as well, but we do to some extent study about ethnography in anthropology as well.
How would you explain this concept of demographic dividend? What are the stages that are needed to achieve it?
Generally, when there is a high birth rate and a low death rate, and especially there is a greater number of population between the age bracket of 15 to 60 years, we call it as a demographic dividend because that offers a major potential for growth.
Okay. And does that dividend keep on occurring or is there a limit to it?
Sir, there is obviously a limit to it because, for example, in India, by World Population Report, it is around till 2055 we have the young population because then this population is going to age and the dependent population will increase.
This census of India that has been delayed. So, are you aware of any reasons why it has been?
So predominantly the reason which has been stated by the government is due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
But that is over now.
Yes, sir. Sir, there are other census like which is now being conducted by individual states as well. So that is also a reason. And in Jammu Kashmir, census has to be undertaken. So that's why the synchronization has yet to be established.
Okay. And what are the consequences of this delay?
So especially in terms of lack of data, the current data we will be lagging. So in identifying the beneficiaries of social sectors and also having a demographic idea so that the policy formulation which becomes more easy is one of the concern because of the delay.
Thank you.
Shalini, Jagriti,
Yes.
how the two names get together?
So actually, sir, Shalini is my basic name and Jagriti is a surname which has been given by my father because he wanted my name to have a meaning rather than a caste identity.
Very good. I will speak in Hindi.
Yes.
Okay. ये जो आपने साड़ी पहन रखी है में क्या मोटिव्स हैं इसके?
Sir,
बेसिकली ट्राइबल मोटिव्स हैं इसके ऊपर, बट नो स्पेसिफिक, मतलब किसी रीजन को ऐसे रिप्रेजेंट नहीं कर
ऐसा नहीं है मधुबनी के हो कुछ हो?
नहीं सर।
आप हमें बता सकते हैं क्या मोटिव्स हैं इसमें?
सर जैसे कुछ बर्ड्स हैं, प्लांट्स हैं, हाँ, एंड मल्टीपल कलर्स यूज किए गए हैं उसको डिपिक्ट करने के लिए, विच इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द रियल में जो हम देखते हैं
ओके।
वेजिटेशन।
हम आपसे मधुबनी पेंटिंग्स के बारे में कुछ पूछें?
यस सर।
हम बताइए मधुबनी पेंटिंग्स किस क्षेत्र को, किस एरिया के हैं, कहाँ के हैं?
सर मधुबनी डिस्ट्रिक्ट का से मेनली आते हैं, मिथिला रीजन भी कहा जाता है उसको, हाँ। और सर ये नेपाल के एरिया में भी की जाती हैं, और इसका ओरिजिन सर कहा जाता है कि राजा जनक के टाइम जब सीता माँ की शादी थी उस टाइम, तब उन्होंने आर्टिस्ट को कहा था कि इन पेंटिंग्स को वो बनाएं, और ये प्रचलन तभी से कहा जाता है कि शुरू हो गया।
बहुत सही आपने कहा। इनका ये उजागर वर्ल्ड में हाउ डू दे कम टू नो पीपल दैट देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड मिथिला पेंटिंग, मतलब पेंटिंग्स उजागर कैसे होंगे?
सर ये एक बार जापान में एक एग्जीबिशन लगा था, एंड उसमें मिथिला पेंटिंग्स को प्रेजेंट किया गया था। उसके
हम कह रहे हैं मिथिला पेंटिंग्स तो ये तो सेंचुरी से चलती चली आ रही हैं। हाउ द वर्ल्ड केम टू नो दैट देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड मिथिला पेंटिंग्स?
सर ये ब्रिटिशर्स के टाइम ही काफ़ी इंटरेस्ट लिया जा रहा है।
How was it? A very difficult coincidence that it happened.
so exact, I'm not aware.
And 1934 there was an earthquake, and the British went as a rehabilitation mode, and then he found on the walls of this Mithila painting. What are the themes of in these paintings?
So many themes, especially religious theme like Krishna Ram Leela, wedding scenes, and various festivals are being depicted through Madhubani
What
painting.
are the colors they use?
सर मल्टीपल कलर्स यूज करते हैं सर उसमें, और इनफैक्ट कैनवस को बिल्कुल खाली नहीं छोड़ा जाता, एवरी
I mean,
एस्पेक्ट।
that's what I'm saying, this style of painting. What I'm saying is, are they watercolors? Are they oil paints? How the colors are made?
सर ट्रेडिशनली इसको अर्थली कलर से निकाला जाता था, जैसे लाख, इंडिगो, इनसे ये कलर निकालते थे।
इसी पे एक क्वेश्चन, द लास्ट क्वेश्चन मैं पूछूंगा। और कहीं भी हैं मैं इंडिया में बड़ी फेमस टाइप की पेंटिंग जो वॉल पे की जाती है, आपने कहीं और किसी भी दूसरे स्टेट में?
सर वर्ली पेंटिंग की जाती है।
आई एम वेरी नॉट टेल मी, आपको बिहार की इमेज है अच्छी या बुरी छोड़िए, आप बिहार की इमेज को आप कैसे प्रतिनिधित्व करें? हाउ यू रिप्रेजेंट द इमेज ऑफ बिहार इन द कंट्री?
Sir, to present the image of Bihar, first I would say that the various aspects which were presented in G20 summit as blissful Bihar, the Madhubani painting, the Tikuli art, sir, which were represented, is one of the cultural aspect. In terms of religion, Bihar has been proponent of peace through being the birthplace of Buddhism and the Bodh Gaya complex which is being developed.
Very true.
Secondly, sir, the youth demographic dividend which Bihar has, it is one of the youngest population in India. Fourth, sir, Bihar has been doing immense progress even in the climate change aspect. For example, it is the first state to formulate the ethanol promotion policy in 2021.
I agree, Shalini. These are the soft powers, we have taken the environment. 2 or 3 things. Violent state, don't believe in discipline, like sir was asking about things, how these things are to be countered. Bad education, everyone runs to Delhi. आपने पढ़ाई कहाँ की? मैसूर. That may be because you wanted to do the integration course. These 2 things, how they should be changed. People should look at it differently. Something has to be on the ground. Unruly, indisciplined. How would you tackle this?
Sir, generally a perspective has been built because of the lawlessness, especially in the past, and criminalization aspects of Bihar, but definitely these aspects are being worked upon and can be countered through development and progress. And moreover, sir, the governance initiatives which are being taken, especially through the schemes like population engagement through Jivika schemes, sir, which is the employment initiative for women through self-help groups. These initiatives, especially the employment, skill, awareness and good governance will help solve these problems.
And how do you see yourself? You are a good administrator, fit for the job as a lady officer. आप में क्या qualities हैं, क्या गुण हैं जो?
I feel that I have certain qualities like responsible decision making, commitment towards my service. At the same point of time, sir, I feel that being a woman, I am sensitive to the needs of people. I have the ability to listen to them and work at the ground level.
Thank you. Pandey.
Yes, you have been a student of education. So, my question is that what is so special about new education policy?
Sir, there are certain innovations which has been done like multiple entry and exit system, the credit account for which the students will be the account holder, and enrollment in multiple courses has been allowed. Even if a student is unable to continue with the education, they can put a drop and can rejoin the institute without wasting their precious years.
And Bihar has also come out with a new education policy. What are the one or two features of this Bihar's new education policy 23?
Sir, special focus has been given to teacher-pupil ratio, and at the same point of time, the subjects, the three-language formula, which has been adopted, and English is taken as a second language.
In August 23, Bihar has come out with a new policy about graduation. Are you aware of that?
No, sir.
In Bihar, how many years it takes to complete graduate course?
Sir, graduation takes, normal graduation takes 3 years.
Now they have made it 4 years.
Yes, so they have been increased to 4 years.
So that is
And
I want to know what is the significance of language in the new education policy of India?
so, language has been presented as one of the integrating force. Hindi is being promoted not just because it is a superior language, but can be a better language of communication and learning, especially at the primary stages.
And what about mother tongue?
Sir, first in the primary and elementary stage, the mother tongue has been taken as a medium.
You are also an student of anthropology for your examination. Can you tell some contribution of Margaret Mead in anthropology?
Sir, Margaret Mead has given contribution, especially, sir, I am unable to recall the name of the system which she has developed, but it is being used in the kindergartens, especially for the disabled child, where they have a set of activities and they have to choose from one of them.
What other areas which has influenced women's broadening the understanding of women's traits? Can you think of that in 1960s, 70s? How her ideas have broadened women's worldview?
Sir, her contribution in this, in the aspect of education and different system which she has suggested are still being followed in the various countries, especially in the lower kindergarten schools. Sir, rest I am not aware.
Now, are you aware of gender budgeting?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
So gender budgeting is when the budget is being developed, the various aspects of gender equality and women empowerment are considered, and a separate budget is being allocated for women specific schemes.
Can you name some of the schemes which have been drawn, giving it gender budgeting?
Sir, Mahila Udyami Yojana is one of such scheme which Bihar government has promoted, and around in this 2023-24 budget, around 250 crore has been allocated for the same.
What are your hobbies?
Sir, Madhubani painting is one of my hobby.
Madhubani painting.
Yes, sir.
What kind of tools you require to do the painting?
So traditionally the hairs of squirrels and horses were being used because of their softness and strength. But in present contemporary scenario, generally paint brushes are also being used.
Okay. And what is your favorite theme on which you do the painting?
Sir, mostly natural and pattern based themes.
Natural pattern.
Yes, sir.
So do you showcase them or you just do it for your personal satisfaction?
So I have sold some of them to my friends group.
Makes sense, makes sense. Good. All right. So if you are chosen for an administrative post in BPSC and you're posted somewhere, you can't change the entire Bihar. But in your own small way, how will you set your priorities?
Sir, as an administrator,
Yeah.
so first of all, I feel that the system which is existing in my office, that has to be disciplined. Secondly, sir, my priority will be that if a person is coming from a far-flung area, so for them there must be a provision that their work can be completed in a single day. So that can fasten the process of governance.
That's fine. Dowry remains a big social evil in Bihar even today, despite a very strong law, anti-dowry law. How to look at it and what can be the role of women to fight dowry?
Sir, I feel that women only has the biggest role in eliminating this social evil, because the acceptability in the women is the major issue, and that is why it is still being propagated.
You being a woman, how will you fight it individually?
So I feel that the law which is there, that is dowry prohibition law, has to be strictly implemented. Coming to my personal opinion, I will not be able to marry in a house where dowry is being demanded from me.
Is that easy? Suppose your father wants to marry into a particular family, they demand money, it's a very good bridegroom. So will you revolt against the family? How will you do that?
Sir, I feel that if I am financially independent, then that doesn't compel me to marry in such a family.
Okay. All right, any other questions? No. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All you.
Thank you, sir.
साड़ी बहुत अच्छी लग रही है तुम्हारी, तुमने कहाँ दिल्ली में लिया, कहाँ लिया?
Yes, sir.
दिल्ली में खरीदा है?
Yes, sir.
नो लवली. कैसा लगा तुम्हें इंटरव्यू?
So, fear वाला factor थोड़ा कम है.
फियर और फैक्टर कम हुआ?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा.
तो कहाँ ज़्यादा था फेयर वाला फैक्टर? पहले आपने दिए इंटरव्यू क्या?
Sir, yes, sir. एक interview दिया था मैंने दृष्टि में.
नहीं मॉक नहीं, उसके पहले रियल इंटरव्यूज हुए हैं पहले?
Sir, real interviews हुए थे during the time of graduation, but बहुत पहले.
नहीं यूपीएससी रिलेटेड.
No, sir.
जॉब रिलेटेड?
जॉब रिलेटेड पहला है. And your first attempt, first time you have been selected for the interview. आपने, oh, fantastic.
ठीक है, परफॉर्मेंस इज गुड. सिंस यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर यूपीएससी, सो दैट कम्स आउट इन योर आंसर. यूपीएससी वाला टच है, यू आर नॉट टिपिकल बीपीएससी person, so that's okay. We have tried to ask you in the limited time from all areas that we could ask you. Doesn't mean the same questions will go there. But then in Mysore, I was not very happy with your limited knowledge of Mysore. Where you live, you should know. So I don't know whether BPSC people will ask all this. I asked about the Sahara, I asked about some very good zoo is also there in Mysore. I don't know whether you visited that. Very nice. And this Hindi, since you are in education, you should have this very great Hindi Sahitya Institute run by Home Ministry. I would say the biggest in India. That is Mysore, yeah. They should have known. It's a little away from Mysore.
Linguistic, the Institute for Linguistic Science and Government of India.
There's a very
for all languages, not only.
Not only Hindi.
It is for all languages.
Yes.
It is
That is to just gauge your awareness in the area you live in. You are expected to know. But then, of course, your interview for BPSC will mostly revolve around one is your own background, education and all that. Second will be Bihar and a few current affair issues. Like I asked you about chemistry thing and you knew it very well. So that's what I expect from the board.
Yeah, you will be, like education, so I think if you can further.
New educational policy should be thorough with you. All aspects should be on your fingertips.
And Bihar has come out with a new
Its own education
so
policy.
Please read about that. It has come in the month of August only, right? And also, whether Bihar, what is your opinion? Bihar is perhaps not very keen to adopt new education policy of center. So just read about that, And also in anthropology, Margaret Mead, your answer was not very.
She has worked on some country, Africa or some particular country.
She is from America, but her study was of Pacific Island, Southeast Asia.
Yes.
And cultural anthropology, visual anthropology, and also her ideas about sexual adolescent age and how at that time, America.
Just read about her.
Read
Margaret
about
Mead.
more about it. And some, or even some anthropologists of Bihar and Jharkhand.
LP Vidyarthi, for example.
Some member just seeing that you are anthropology. So everybody knows about Vidyarthi. Another ethnographic studies or Tharus, tribes. So that you read because these are the areas where you can anticipate questions. Education and anthropology and Bihar. And the rest will depend on the mood and aims and fancies of members. Before your interview, if you can find out who are the members and just go through the biodata.
मालूम होगा 4 तो उसमें एक बिहार एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सर्विस के हैं 3 IAS के हैं अब्दुल प्रसाद और एक एग्जैक्टली हाउ नहीं
At least the chairman she will know. I mean,
chairman अतुल देव
board member.
See,
don't get into that. I completely reject this idea. Don't bother about who is there and all, and prepare according to them. No. Okay. I personally feel that your interview will go better in English. So you told me English Hindi दोनों में बोलेंगे. You say I'll prefer in English to the board. That will carry more weight. You are more comfortable in English.
Sir, I tried in Hindi, but
आप सीधे जैसे आपने मुझे कहा ना इंग्लिश हिंदी दोनों में दे सकती हूँ ये मत बोलो आप बोलो I'll prefer in English. That settles the issue.
Yeah, but you must say that you can do it in Hindi also because
You
that
can-
may also go against that because why?
No. That doesn't.
You will say that I know both English and English. I'm equally well, but I'll request you to be taken in
Sir,
English.
actually, what like teachers from Bihar, they told me that they will start directly asking you in Hindi.
Yes.
Generally that will be the perception.
They
Yes.
will not ask you in which medium you are comfortable. They will start away with
In Hindi only, I think
तो हिंदी तुम्हारा बुरा थोड़ी है
हाँ सर
तो
थोड़ा सा
हिंदी
लेकिन
नहीं हिंदी भी अच्छी है तो बोलो हिंदी
आप हिंदी-
अगर हिंदी में कोई पूछ रहा है तो बोलो फिर
हिंदी में ही
सर
बोलो।
मोस्टली बोलो वो इंग्लिश जैसा चलता है कि आप इंग्लिश टर्म
इंग्लिश हिंदी
हाँ,
मिला के बोलते होंगे वहाँ पे
बोलो।
हाँ। लेकिन अगर ऐसा अपॉर्चुनिटी आए कि वो पूछें तो आप
पूछे
इंग्लिश
तो,
में
हाँ,
बोल
तब
दीजिए.
उससे-
ठीक है
अपने से नहीं बोलना है कि नहीं मैं इंग्लिश में बोलूंगा.
हाँ, वो
अपने
ठीक
से
है।
नहीं बोलना है.
It was fantastic.
If you get an opportunity, just go for English.
It was fantastic. Concentrate on Bihar. बिहार पे आपको काफ़ी चीज़ें मालूम थी and later on when the sir asked, I came to that Madhubani painting is your hobby. Be prepared on that. Suppose they see, know the issues of Bihar, the health है, new education policy है, and education है आपका रहा है बिहार पे आप कर लीजिए. Also I'm very sure and what my perception is कि आप कोई ऐसा क्वेश्चन आएगा भी कि आप नहीं जानती यू इन अ पोजीशन टू टैकल. जानना और ना जानना इज नॉट एन इशू. हाउ डू टैकल दैट सिचुएशन कि आप नर्वस हो गए, नॉट अ गुड साइन. बट आई नोटिस समथिंग ऑन वन ऑफ द फ्रंट बट इफ यू कैन टैकल देयर विल बी सो मेनी इश्यूज. आप दरभंगा